And a good afternoon to you from Champion Christian College today on YouTube. It's Tigers basketball as your 2-7 Tigers take on Dillard University, this NAIA program out of the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference. The Blue Devils 4-8, 1-3 at the home, 1-3 on the road, excuse me. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for Dillard University and Mike Newell in his 7th season. It's number 2, Tavion Mason. Number 4 is Jay Malone. Number 11, Elijah Moore. Number 23, Jeremiah August. And number 35 is Melvin Baker. Now for Mo Capacey in his second year and Champion Christian, 10th ranked in the latest NCCAA Division II poll. The Tigers 2-7, 2-2 here at home. Starting today is number 0, Marcus Blakely. Number 12 is Zoe Capacey. Number 13, A.J. Williams. Number 14, Braylon Hawkins. And number 21 is Malik Laurent. Dillard University is on a 7-game road trip. This is game number 4. They played yesterday at Arkansas Baptist, beat them by 12, 63-51. Your Tigers, Wednesday, they lost to a Division I school, only by 17, though, 84-67 against Houston Baptist. They were plus 12. They beat a Division I school by 12 in the second half. Thursday, the result was not as good. They lost 102-47 against a Division III school, University of St. Thomas. So, Champion another game against a scholarship opponent, the Blue Devils from the NAIA controlling the opening tip. This is Mason bringing it into the forecourt against Capacey. Ball swung to August, top of the key. Jeremiah August set out to the wing. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Mason, Moore, now August. Shot clock down to 8. Here's Malone around the defense. Pull up, yes. Jay Malone, the leading scorer, 18.5 points per ball game, 37% shooter, also 37% from behind the arc. Williams brings it to the forecourt. Capacey on the wing from Hawkins. Bounce pass to Blakely. Blakely cross court to Hawkins. Braylon Hawkins to Capacey for 3. Missed it short. Rebound controlled by August. Here comes Dillard. August got the bucket. Jeremiah August shooting just 28% on the season. One of many junior college transfers. There's a lot of transfers brought in by Mike Newell, played for previous schools, coming to Dillard. Hawkins handoff to Williams on the wing. AJ between his legs, attacks, rejected by August. So, Champion Christian empty on their first 2 possessions. Moore on the far side gets it back from Malone. Bounce pass to Baker. Turnaround shot, yes. Good start for Dillard. They lead it 6-zip here in the early going. A.J. Williams into the forecourt on the far side. Here's Blakely from NBA range. Way off. August, another rebound. Jeremiah August, 10.2 rebounds per ball game. Attacking is Mason. Scoops it up and in, and we got a quick timeout by Champion. Dillard University out to an 8-0 start. 17:58 left to go, just underway. 2 minutes, 2 seconds in. Dillard University, the Blue Devils, are a very good rebounding team. 47.5 rebounds per game is second best in the NAIA. And their offensive rebounds, they lead the NAIA with 19.5. So, Champion's got to guard against a lot of those one-and-done possessions. They've got to try to get some offensive rebounds. Tigers are a good offensive rebounding team in their own right at 13.5 points per ball game. That's 5th in the NCCAA at the D2 level. So rebounding, what to look out for here today. This is a Dillard team that started the year 3-0, playing similar schools to Champion. 2 losses against second-ranked Loyola. As Braylon Hawkins out of the timeout misses the 3. Malone pull up. No. Braylon with the rebound. Hawkins 22 points per ball game. That's third best in Division II as he attacks, and he got tied up and kind of out of control. He traveled with the basketball. Hawkins also fourth in rebounding at 9.4 per ball game in Division II in the NCCAA. Right now, Tigers getting blanked. Mason drives right at the lane, throws it up, can't get the bounce, tip for the rebound. Laurent's got it. Williams into the forecourt on the far side. AJ cross court to Blakely. Blakely drives in, extra pass to Laurent, scoops it up, and Champion finally gets on the board. 8-2. We've played 3 minutes. August top of the key. This is not a great shooting team from three as Mason draws the foul. 22% Dillard University from behind the arc in their last 4 games entering this weekend. We don't have stats from last night's game at Arkansas Baptist. So if you see Champion kind of playing off that three-point line, that's why. Tavion Mason, 56% free throw shooter, short on the first one. He started his collegiate career at Campbellsville University. He's from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And boy, did Western Kentucky get nailed last night. The last that I saw, 100 people died. We're getting some of that weather that they got last night, although it's tame by comparison here in the home studio of Greenville, South Carolina, as A.J. Williams throws it out of bounds. But for the folks who hopefully are able to watch in Kentucky, we're sending our thoughts with you. It seems like Kentucky's been getting the worst of a lot of things over the last few years. When I did the ACCA tournament in Joplin, I used to drive through Kentucky, and 50% of the time they were underwater or some kind of weather events in the spring going on around the Paducah area. Baker, couple of fakes, swings it out to Mason. Still 8-2. Mason bounce passes it over to Moore, I believe, misses the three. With the shot clock winding down, Hawkins gets the rebound. Hawkins attacks, swings it out. Capacey from downtown, yes! 15:47 left to go here in this opening half. Champion was blanked 8-0. They've scored 5 straight since that time. Here's Malone on the far side of your screen. Malone attacks. Malone somehow got that around Malik Laurent and scores to make it 10-5 Dillard. 15:33 to go. Just underway. A.J. Williams hesitates. Takes it left of the lane. Capacey tip pass out to Blakely. Blakely fakes the three, drives in. Extra pass to Hawkins, who lays it up and in. So Champion settling in out of that timeout. Capacey flies out of nowhere to rip it away. Hawkins tried to go behind his back, and instead it's a turnover. Malone hesitates, attacks, and a late whistle going to be called. Was Capacey in the restricted area? I believe so. Second team foul going to lead to some subs. 3 subs, in fact, getting set to come in. With 14:50 to go. First free throw good for Malone. A.J. Jenkins into the game. Keyshawn Scott also in. And for the first time this season, we get our first look at Kyle Malone, a guy who Zoe Capacey is extremely high on. Malone, it's his first game of the year at Randall last year. In 18 games, averaged 4.3 points and a 26% shooter. But, like I said, Mo Capacey is extremely high on this young man and thinks he could be something special here at Champion. He's going to get more of an opportunity here for the Tigers, it sounds like, than he did at Randall. Malone, the Dirk shot, and he's blocked by Moore but fouled. So quickly making an impact here as he'll go to the free throw line. Five-point ball game. And Malone rims in the first one. Malone, a junior, he's from El Paso, Texas. By the way, I don't think in fact, I know we're not going to see Trey Mallard, who transferred to Champion from Arlington. He has basically life to take care of. He's got a family back in Texas, so he's wrapped up the semester, and I don't think he's going to suit up for the Tigers. And that's unfortunate for the game of basketball, but for the game of life, bigger things in store for Trey Mallard. So best of luck to him and his family. A.J. Williams for three. Hey, maybe Arlington will come play us now. Should be careful. There's spies. There's Arlington spies on these broadcasts, listening to every word I say. Oh, man. What a bunch of nonsense. Hawkins for three. Can't get it to go, so Dillard's starting to push the lead out. Moore, on the near side of your screen. Ball swung to Malone on the right. Good ball movement. This is Allison bucketing the foul. So just like that, Dillard has pushed it out as the Tigers have cooled off. And Caleb Allison, who averages 13 a ball game off the bench, is a 43% free throw shooter. He'll try to complete the old school three-point play. Malik Laurent into the ball game. He'll replace Hawkins. So Dillard has quietly taken a 10-point lead now, 19-9. Tigers got to keep it going on the offensive end with 12:15 remaining. A.J. Williams for three, no. Nice rebound there by Laurent, and the Tigers are cold right now. Another three off the mark. Malone now on the wing. Takes it to the right side. Back to Allison. Looking to back down, shoots it over a double team. That was not a great shot selection there. And Scott able to save the possession. Quick trigger three is good. Kyle Malone. This is what Capacey was talking about. Champion wants to play faster this year, bringing in a guy like Malone. And he has made a quick impact here in this one. That three ball off the mark, 7-point ball game. AJ hesitates and attacks. Not cut off. Extra pass Jenkins to Scott for three, no good. And Malone has the rebound for Dillard in a 7-point ball game. You can see a lot of what Dillard likes to do is try to get it down low as they're trying to post up somebody. Moore swings it out. They've got guys like Malone who takes that bucket and hits when they're unable to get it down low. Malone's a guy who can create off the dribble, as you see right there. 11:44 left to go until halftime. That ball deflected off Malone for Dillard and out of bounds. Nicholas Carmuche into the ball game, senior from Lafayette, replacing Mason. A.J. Williams. Williams given space, goes around the defense. The bucket in and out, right back in for A.J. He's averaging 17.3 points per ball game. His shooting starting to pick up as well. Carmuche into the forecourt, takes it right of the lane. This is August, top of the key, not a three-point threat. Allison, the big body, shoots it over two defenders and draws contact. Caleb Allison is 6'7", but he plays bigger than that at 260. Dude like a linebacker out there. Chance to increase Dillard's lead. Right now it's at 7. It's the first one to go. Allison came in as a 43% free throw shooter, but looking good on the form on his first couple. Not on that one, though. Ball batted out. Malone for Champion, the rebound, and he throws it away. Malone for Dillard couldn't come up with the bucket, though. Here's A.J. Williams into the forecourt. 22-14. Williams' pull-up is short. Keyshawn Scott tried for the rebound, but chasing it down was August. Carmuche on the right side. Now it's Malone for Dillard. Bounce pass to Carmuche, this time on the left side. Allison. Extra pass, Carmuche top of the key. Right back down low to Allison. The hook, no good. Tip for the rebound. Laurent gathers it as he volleyballs it to himself. Into the forecourt, Jenkins. Pass high. Scott, no trouble with it, though. Swung out to Malone, and Malone was out of bounds when he caught it. It's hard to see the clock, and they're not moving the camera far enough on the left side, but I believe we have 12-12 remaining here in this one, in the first half. I thought we were a little further along than that, though, so we'll see. August will inbound it. Carmuche running the point right now for Mike Newell in his 7th season with Dillard. Oh, almost got a chance to look at the clock here. 22-14. August top of the key. August being hounded. Hawkins almost poked it away. Shot clock at 9. Ball swung to Malone for 3. Missed it long. A.J. Williams the rebound. Flies into the forecourt. Yeah, we are further along, so there's 9:41 remaining. As Malone off on that 3. Hit one from the left side. Offensive rebound deflected out to Williams. Hawkins now. Step back jumper, no. Contested shot. August another rebound. Carmuche. Guarded by Jenkins. Low scoring game for Champion so far. Laurent with the rejection. Malik Laurent leads Division II with 17 blocks, by the way. A.J. Jenkins for 3, no. And before that, we've got an offensive foul. Shot wouldn't have counted anyways with 9:08 left to go. This is Rohan Billingsley playing in his first game of the season for Dillard. So Billingsley out there for the first time this year in any game. Yesterday's win stopped an 8-game losing streak for Dillard. Coming at 4-8, 1-3 on the road. Blue Devils hesitation by Carmuche, then he attacks and scores. Blue Devils back up by 10. It's 24-14. A.J. Williams into the forecourt. 8:30 remaining in the half. Laurent, nice rocket pass to Hawkins, who gets on the board. Braylon Hawkins, his first 2. 8-point game. Dillard averaging 76.3 points per ball game. Patient offense. Malone attacks over Hawkins, and Hawkins got him, they say. So that'll be 2 free throws for Jay Malone, 72% free throw shooter, another transfer who started his collegiate career at the University of Southern Mississippi. Taz Glover and Scott getting set to come back into the ball game. Hawkins is out, and Laurent also out for Champion. Tigers next 6 on the road. They'll be back in action on the 14th at Ouachita, I believe is how you say it. Next home game won't be until January 7th. Inside 8 minutes to go, another turnover for the Tigers as Moore with the steal and the one-hand throw-in. Dillard, their biggest lead, is 12 now. Malone step back 3, yes! My goodness. I see exactly what Mo Capacey's been telling me every time we talk. Wait till Kyle Malone. Wait till you see Kyle Malone, Chris. Wait till Kyle Malone. It's been all Kyle Malone talk. He has got a nasty offensive game. What a pass there by Malone to the cutter Scott for 2. Tigers got to get some stops on the other end of the floor. Try to work themselves back in it, though. Down by 9 now. I believe that's Pittman on the far side. There's a catch-and-shoot 3 by Billingsley that's off the mark. Elijah Pittman into the game. Glover to Malone. Cross court, Hawkins for 3. Nope. Billingsley the board. Nearing 7 minutes to go in the half. Malone on the far side. Billingsley spinning in the lane. Shot blocked, but a foul on Scott. So Rohan Billingsley, who is from Phoenix, Arizona, started his collegiate career at Mesa Community College. Another JUCO transfer. I love the JUCO transfers personally. I get why coaches like Mike Newell go that route. Get a lot of JUCO kids in there as Blakely and Williams are back in for Champion. I call a lot of junior college basketball, and under the right program, under the right tutelage, the kids that come out of those JUCO schools, they're built in. They're ready. Their game is ready to go. Extra pass goes to Glover for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Pittman. Dillard looking to push here. And another foul is going to be called. Malone more free throws as the foul's starting to rack up for the Tigers. Nearing 6 minutes to go in the half. Chance for Dillard to go back up double figures. Jay Malone, 72% free throw shooter. There's a wet spot out on the court. So the Tigers have fallen a few spots in the latest NCAA Division II poll, which I believe they come out every couple of weeks. I also don't think we're going to have another one until January. I need to check on that while they're cleaning up the wet spot. I can actually just do that. First free throw, nothing but net. Dillard back up by 10. 2 more subs in. Allison and August return for Dillard as they bring in some size. So both free throws are good. Dillard by 11. Champion starting to figure it out offensively. Step back by Williams for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Blakely tried to get the offensive rebound, but this is a good rebounding team in Dillard. One of the best in the NAIA. They have struggled in some categories statistically so far this year, but another foul going to be called, and the Tigers can't catch a break. Yeah, it's going to be a while until the next poll. I looked it up, January 11th. So over a month, well, exactly a month, but over a month from the first poll. So the Tigers will have that ranking for a little while at least. Zoka Pacey in for Taz Glover. More free throws. This time it's Caleb Allison. 1 and 1. Got them both. So Dillard has pushed it out to 13, 34-21. Nearing 5.5 to play until halftime. Hawkins. Nice dribbling, and Hawkins is going to go to the free throw line. Braylon Hawkins, I gave you his numbers. Good free throw shooter. Well, decent free throw shooter, 67%, but third top scorer in Division II in the NCAA at 22 points per ball game. A double-double threat with 9.4 rebounds as well as he bricks the first free throw. One out of two. Champion is down by 12. And another bucket there for Dillard. So they increase their lead. It's now at 14, increasing their biggest of the game. Braylon Hawkins short on the three. Threes have not fallen with any consistency here today for the Tigers. Another run out for Dillard. That time the bucket well off. A.J. Williams attacking for the Tigers. Bounce past to Hawkins, and he is fouled on the floor. Sub for the Blue Devils, it's Moore returning. Hawkins to Williams on the left wing. Not a lot of movement. It's all Williams just dribbling. Now the offense starts to pick up. With the shot clock winding down, nice pass, Scott, to Hawkins for two. So it was stagnant, but Tigers get it going offensively. Attacking is Moore. Swings it out, catch and shoot three is bucket. That was August. Let me check on that. Hard to see that number over on that far side. Apologies, folks. It was Carmuche. Yeah, Carmuche hit the three. Capacey drives in. His shot goes off the bottom of the backboard. Moore into the forecourt. Billingsley pass intercepted by Williams. 2-on-2. AJ takes it himself, hangs, and he's fouled. So AJ has struggled to find his shot. Opportunity now at the free throw line here today to get it going. AJ Williams on the year is a 77% free throw shooter. We talk a lot about his scoring. He's actually second in the NCAA so far this year in assists per ball game at 5.3. That's one of the areas the Tigers really need to improve on, just 13 assists per ball game. I always say championship basketball, you're around that 20 assists per game. They had 21 assists against Dallas in the lone Southwest region game. And remember, you got to take some of these stats with a grain of salt because a lot of them are coming against scholarship programs, if not Division I programs. So 21 assists against Dallas is a good sign. 3:35 left to play until halftime. It's a 12-point game. I got it at 13. Apparently a 3 was called a 2 or something like that. Good ball movement. Man, Dillard really knows how to move the basketball as Allison gets rewarded. Blakely to Williams. Williams attacks, hangs, shoots it, no. Allison, another good box out and board. One and dones. We've seen very little offensive rebounding today for Champion against the size of Dillard. Nearing 3 minutes to go. Mason, the bounce pass. And another post bucket for Allison and Dillard. 2:50 remaining in the half. Dillard, with its biggest lead now, is 16. A.J. Williams, top of the key to Hawkins on the left side. His entry pass deflected. Nice defense by the Blue Devils. Mason, the extra pass. It's Allison again for 2 more. So Dillard pouring it on here late in the half. Hawkins for 3. And Champion is just cold here today. They've gotten some decent looks. Allison had it tipped. Nice defense by the Tigers to get another takeaway. Stops and buckets. That's what Champion needs down the stretch here with minute 54 to go in the half. Hawkins underneath. Scott and Hawkins with some nice chemistry here today, as that's the second assist by Keyshawn to Braylon. Mason on the wing. Allison, the big body. The reverse, not that time. Tip for the rebound. Nicely done by Hawkins. Hawkins does not have it easy today, as Capacey dribbled it off his foot. Almost saved it, then lost it. Dillard comes up with it. Out on the run, Allison is fouled by Blakely with a minute 18 remaining. So Allison has gotten a lot of field goals here down low in this first half, also making a nice living at the free throw line. Rims in that first one. Came in at 43%. That number is going to go up. Kyle Malone, Malik Laurent in for Hawkins and Blakely. So both free throws are good. Dillard by 18 now. Melvin Baker, who started the game, checks back in for Allison. Game 4 of a 7-game road trip for the Blue Devils from New Orleans. A.J. Williams rises, and a late whistle is going to send A.J. to the free throw line. Williams, 77% free throw shooter, back at the line. Tigers will have another long road trip. They're going to be at home quite a bit in January, though. And I don't think Champion has any home games in the month of February. So both free throws are good. 16-point lead for Dillard. Inside a minute to go. 55 seconds here until halftime. Mason dribbles to the left side. Billingsley. Shot clock is down to 6. Billingsley forces it up and gets it to go, and that's the kind of day it's been for Dillard. Getting whatever they want in the paint. Tallest player for Champion, AJ. Well, Kyle Malone is 6'7". Of course, Laurent attacks. Laurent is 5'11". I think he's taller than 5'11". They got him listed at 5'11". I think my roster is not right. Last shot time for Dillard. Bucket in and out, but a good first half for the Blue Devils. They take an 18-point lead to the locker room. We played 20 minutes The NAIA program, Dillard University, leading at 48-30. We'll step aside for the half. We'll come back in about 15 minutes with all the second half action. You're watching Tigers basketball here on YouTube. We'll be back. Welcome back to Champion, everybody. Chris Sheeman here with you. A comfortable lead for Dillard. It's 18-48-30 as the Tigers start with the basketball here in the second half. Same starters for Champion. It's Marcus Blakely and Zoe Capacey with A.J. Williams, Braylon Hawkins, and Malik Laurentiis. They start with a turnover, although the run-out pass intended for Mason. Mason tried to save it, but wrong side of the glass, so Dillard turns it right back over to Champion, who will try it again to start things off here in this second half. A.J. Williams swings it out to Blakely in the corner. Fakes it, drives in. Williams for three. No. Baker gets the rebound, so it's Melvin Baker, Tavion Mason, Jay Malone, Elijah Moore, Jeremiah August starters for Mike Newell in his 7th season at Dillard. Malone, couple of fakes, contested shot off the side iron, and Hawkins able to gather the rebound. Baker went down. Numbers for Champion. Blakely down low, puts it in for two, and Dillard's got to call timeout as Melvin Baker took an awkward landing there, and he's down on the court. So while he is attended to, we will step aside. Quick look at the upcoming broadcast schedule. Those are all of them, by the way. We're going to be busy in January. And then no home games in the month of February, or at least none that I'll be streaming. So Allison is back in the game after Baker leaves with an injury. Malone, runner in the lane, got it to go. Dillard matches its biggest lead of the game. So Capacey for three. Hit. Got it to go. Counted in the foul. So Capacey will go to the line with an opportunity now for a 4-point play. Let's check it out one more time. You see the foul there committed late. Oh, Capacey missed it. So the lead at 15. 50-35, Chris Sheeman. Glad to be with you from the home studio in Greenville, South Carolina, where it is rainy and cold, like it's been just about all week long. August gets it from the left elbow. Gave the points to Champion, but they belong to Dillard. 52-35, 2 minutes in. A.J. Williams attacks, blocked, but fouled. Boy, it's a tall task. You take on August at 6'9", and Allison at 6'7". They've got a couple other guys. Kenneth Bates, who doesn't see a lot of action at 6'11". Tyrus Crawford, who we haven't seen today at 6'8". This is a big team. A.J. Williams back at the line. Connects on the first free throw. So Champion next 6 on the road. Next home game, January 7th. They'll start the month of January on the road as well. Some exhibitions to come to wrap up the month of December. Zoe Capacey had the steal, and they call him for a foul. Capacey can't believe it. That's 3 on Zoe. So Moore will inbound it for Dillard. Dillard is 4-8, 1-3 on the road, winning their first road game yesterday at Arkansas Baptist, 63-51. Tigers at 2-7, 2-2 here at home. Won their first region game against Dallas. Another turnover. Mason, easy one. And it's all Blue Devils here this afternoon. Hawkins hesitates, drives, blocked. And 2.5 minutes into the second half, Mo Capacey brings in Kyle Malone. If you weren't around for the first half, Malone playing in his first game of the season since transferring over from Randall. Give and go, Lawrence, blocked. Boy, how many blocks do the Blue Devils have? Champion gets a turnover, but wait a minute. I believe Williams, his foot was over the line, so Dillard's going to get it back. So it's a poor recipe here today. The Tigers have been cold for the most part from 3. And because of the size inside, not able to get much offensively on the interior. And that spells disaster just about every time. And the Tigers are down 21 right now, 3 minutes into the second half. It's a brutal schedule that the Tigers play year in and year out this first half of the season. You got to take the records and the statistics and all of those things with a bit of a grain of salt, as I know most of you are already aware. You're going up against all these scholarship teams. But I was hoping we'd get a look at the champion team that was plus 12 against a Division I school on Wednesday. They only lost by 17 at Houston Baptist, and they beat them by 12 in the second half. We have not seen that effort here today as Moore gets a wide open 3 and the Tigers just standing around defensively. Yeah, there's nothing you could do about size. There's nothing you could do about talent. There's nothing you could, but you can run out and defend a 3-pointer. You can hustle for offensive rebounds like Braylon Hawkins doing, and finally a whistle is blown. Braylon Hawkins is going to go to the line, but he's down and slow to get up. 16:01 to go in the game. Braylon just needed a minute. I don't blame him. He's had a tough job today against the trees from Dillard. So Hawkins will shoot 2. 67% at the line on the season. And short on that first one. Rohan Billingsley, who didn't play at all so far this season, got plenty of run in the first half, now back out there from Phoenix, Arizona. Hawkins missed them both. So Capacey trying to run it down. Moore able to hold him off. Now that's a 3 up and a 3 good for Billingsley, and it's all Dillard here in this second half. Champion has been outscored 16-7 here in the second half. Dillard has gone up by 27 points. And the Tigers are going to take a timeout here and talk about it. I shared this during the women's game for our friends who were in New Orleans watching the game today. I'm very proud of my red beans and rice that I made last. To go with the Walmart brand red beans. Somewhere in New Orleans, Grandma just did a face palm. Can't believe it. But you know what? I had some ham pork jowls that I could get in there for some smoky goodness. I had the Trinity. I think it came out pretty nice. There's a little more juice to it than you saw in the picture, too. We got some extracurricular activities now as Dillard. You saw the body of Billingsley as he kind of stepped in there. And all Billingsley was trying to do was separate everybody. But we'll probably see some double T's called. It's been a frustrating afternoon for the Tigers, and those frustrations are starting to boil over a little bit. So we'll see what the call is here. The officials are going to talk about it. Oh, that means they're going to start calling everything a foul, and they're going to be cracking. It's the 27-point game. Like, come on, guys, keep your wits about yourselves. So Hawkins with a technical foul for Champion. Malone with a technical foul for Dillard. Remember, in college, that counts for personal fouls as well. So the officials are clarifying that. And hopefully we'll be able to play basketball here again because we still got 15:36 left to go, and this could end up being a long game if the teams can't settle in. So Hawkins is going to go to the bench. Keyshawn Scott checks in for him. It's Dillard basketball, and it's been all Blue Devils here today. The officials doing some more talking here. Okay, so they were going to, it is Champion basketball. The officials seem to be confused as to who has the ball. I was talking about my red beans and rice, so I can't help them. I was distracted by food. It's about dinner time here in South Carolina. I love the food down in I need to get back to New Orleans. It's been a long time, and the last time I was there, I didn't do it right. You got to go into, you can't do the touristy stuff in New Orleans. I mean, some of it you can because you've got some cool. They've got some cool things, but a lot of like, I don't know. I'm 39 years old. I don't need to be on, in the French Quarter. I got no business being there. I don't think the clock started, so we're still not gonna. We're still trying to get back to basketball here. But anyways, you gotta go into the little parishes. The restaurant, the real restaurants, not the ones in the touristy areas. I had a friend who lived in New Orleans, and she recommended this sandwich shop a little bit north of the French Quarter. In fact, probably 20 blocks north. Oh, man. One of the best po' boys you can get. So Billingsley comes up short as we're back to action. I said this during the women's game. I love to cook. Cooking is what I do to kind of unwind. And when I was in college, I used to watch a lot of chefs as Keyshawn Scott hits the baseline jumper. A lot of chefs I learned from by watching those cooking shows from New Orleans. John Besh and Kevin Belton and Emerald to an extent. Emerald's, he's from the Northeast. He's called New Orleans home for a long time. He does a lot for New Orleans, but more so Besh and certainly Kevin Belton, even to this day, is one of my favorites. He's just, that Kevin Belton guy just comes across like a gentle giant to me. He's about 7'2", isn't he? He is tall. But I love watching him cook, and I've learned a lot, When I first started cooking, it was red beans and rice, jambalaya, gumbo, all of that stuff. But I've learned about the strawberries and the pecans and the rice that's grown in Louisiana. You learn a lot from Kevin Belton watching him. Shot clock is at 3. Moore's got to create. Comes up empty. Tip for the rebound. Ball hit the rim. The shot clock expired, but it doesn't matter. Tigers get it. Nice hesitation. Man, that was a pretty move from A.J. Williams. 13:41 left to go in the ball game. It's all Dillard here this evening. Mason from the half circle, bricked it. Laurent with the rebound. Here comes Champion looking to push. Gets it out to Capacey, open look at a three. Yes! That's his second three-pointer here in the second half. Boy, Zoe Capacey. I don't understand how his numbers are so low, just 27% from behind the arc, but he is a sharp shooter. And he's got to be shooting over 40% from three at home. I'd be interested to see those numbers. Nice little punch out by Malone for Champion. Williams now drives into the circle, into the lane, and that's going off Laurent out of bounds with 12:47 left to go in the game. Here's Carmuche in for Dillard and A.J. Jenkins for Champion, replacing Zoe Capacey. Moore on the wing. There's Billingsley, top of the key. Carmuche directing traffic. Moore looking down low. The big guy, August, turnaround shot no good, and it's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Dillard. Champion chance to get it inside 20 here now. Nearing 12 minutes to go in the ball game. Williams top of the key. Takes it left of the lane. Rises no good. Another one and done. This Dillard team, those of you just joining us, second in the NAIA in rebounding at 47.5 per ball game. Leading the NAIA with 19.5 offensive rebounds per ball game. Billingsley from the half circle. Got another one. Boy, I don't know why he hasn't seen the court. Must have been an injury or grades or something that's kept Billingsley out, but another addition to an already deep team for Dillard. The Blue Devils, an NAIA program out of the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference. Longtime NAIA member and HBCU college as Mason gets the steal and run out. And just like that, the lead back to 24. Game 4 of a 7-game road trip for the Blue Devils. No home games this month. They'll be at LSU Shreveport on Monday. Tigers are back in action the 14th. I put the 14th. I don't know why I didn't put the day on my schedule. Now I got to look it up. It's the 14th is Tuesday. Tigers will start a 6-game road trip at Ouachita, I believe. Boy, Billingsley has pushed the lead right back out to 27 on a 7-0 run for Dillard. Kyle Malone. This is an opportunity for Malone to get some minutes. What a pass to Scott with the two-hand jam. I like what I've seen from Kyle Malone so far, the transfer from Arlington. Randall. Played sparingly at Randall last year as Billingsley airballs the three. It's saved by August, but it's going out of bounds. Back to Champion. Braylon Hawkins will come in for Malik Laurent. Hawkins hit the bench after picking up that technical foul. So we're at the midway point of this second half. All Blue Devils. Malone, nifty footwork. Got it around the defense. That was an old school, that was a late Kobe era move. When Kobe got older, that was the kind of move he'd make. So we've seen the Dirk from Kyle Malone. We've seen old man Kobe move. Seen a couple three-pointers, couple nice passes from the young man. A really good start to his season. Now he's going to try another triple and bury it. Yeah, I mean, this one's looking like Dillard is going to run away with it, but if we can get Kyle Malone some run, get his legs underneath him, get him feeling good, that's a win for Champion here today. Mo Capacey has been hyping up Kyle Malone as you see him make a nice defensive play there to get the stop. Yeah, so I've been real curious to see him get out on the court, and he has lived up to those expectations so far today. We have a blocking foul on Dillard. Allison back in the game. Malone checks in as well for Dillard. Marcus Blakely back in. A.J. Jenkins in. They join Keyshawn Scott, Braylon Hawkins, and Williams as the 5 on the floor. Williams driving on Carmuche, goes right around him and lays it up and in. Dillard calls for time. This is as close as Champion's been in a while. Timeout on the court, 8.5 left to go. 18-point lead for Dillard. We'll be back in just a little bit. From the home base in Greenville, South Carolina, my little underground bunker where I call the games for you. Let me wish a happy Christmas, happy New Year. We won't be together again until January, so I hope you all enjoy the holidays with your family, with your friends. Allison, man, he is something else. Get that man the big piece of chicken when this game's over. Caleb Allison at 6'7", 260. Jeremiah August, 6'9", 250. Inside 8 minutes to play here in this one. That ball poked away. Nice defense by A.J. Jenkins, that was, getting it out to Williams from Scott. How about the big man, Keyshawn Scott, looking for some diamonds in the rough here today for Champion. And Keyshawn Scott passing, dishing it out today. Carmuche on the wing. Here's August from the free throw line. Turnaround jumper is good. Jeremiah August went to Fort Scott Community College before coming to play at Dillard, one of many JUCOs brought in by Mike Newell. Dillard going to be feeling good after this road trip, after this weekend, I should say. Snapping that 8-game losing streak yesterday, chance to win back-to-back on the road. Kyle Malone back in for Champion. He's got it, forces it up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Allison. 6:53 remaining in the ball game. Malone into the forecourt. Carmuche. Mason on the wing. Feeding the big man here today. Allison, the double team comes, missed it back iron. Hawkins the rebound. Boy, Braylon Hawkins, the rebounds he gets today should count as double in his stats. Braylon's got it at the half circle. Kyle Malone, ooh, that's going to be an offensive foul. That's a late whistle, though. You got to call it right away or don't call it at all. Don't wait until he makes the bucket and then take it away. Mo Capacey can't believe it. I get why they called it. I'm not arguing with the call. I'm arguing with how they called it. Allison, man, just some nice, patient offense right there. Caleb Allison comes into the game. He averages 13 a game off the bench. One of 4 players in double figures for Dillard. A.J. Williams swings it out. Blakely for 3. And the rebound to Allison again. 5:40 remaining in this one. And Dillard on their way to their 5th win of the season. Champion on its way to its 8th loss. Really, though, for the Tigers, in winnable games this year, if you go down their schedule, they've really only lost 1. Let me take another look at the schedule while we get some free throws here before I say something that's incorrect. So they lost by 22. Ecclesia, that was the first game. That, to me, is a winnable game. I think you see Champion at full speed, you get a different result there. So that's a loss. Then they were at Williams Baptist. That's another tough NAI, another scholarship program. At Oklahoma City, scholarship program. At Oklahoma Christian, another scholarship program. William Baptist at home, a scholarship program. Then they beat Dallas Christian. So right now I got them at 2-1. So 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. So the results should be better come January when we're back here on YouTube. Malone on the far side. Now Malone top of the key. Pull up with the shot clock at 7. Here's Williams, 2-on-2. Swings it out to Malone for 3. No. Offensive rebound by Hawkins. And got the turnaround bucket to go. 4:41 remaining. 19-point lead for Dillard. I also think that Champion counts a lot more games that other teams might immediately go to exhibitions. Like they counted the Houston Baptist game, even though that was against a D1 school because of how close it was. They also counted the St. Thomas game, which is a D3 program. You know, like when we saw Dallas the other couple weeks ago, was it? I can't remember exactly. All the games are starting to run together in my brain, but when Dallas came, they had played 10 exhibitions. So technically they were playing in just their 2nd game of the year. And that skews it a bit. But what this will do, as Hawkins can't get the 3 counting these kinds of games, you might say, okay, Chris, well, why do they count them? Dallas doesn't. You know, it helps your power rankings and things like that. Foul called on Capacey. No bonus yet for Dillard. They were wondering about how many team fouls. Not yet. Carmuche catches it at midcourt. Moore. Here's August. The fadeaway, bucket, and the foul. So that's just been the way it's gone today. The Tigers dealing with this size for Dillard, and Dillard is taking advantage of their size. This is how they like to play. Not a great three-point shooting team, as I mentioned in the first half. Chance for an old-school three-point play now for the Blue Devils. Three-point play is complete. Dillard back up by 24. Nearing 3.5 to go in this one. Williams step back three. He has just been off today. August had it poked away, but Dillard back on offense. Allison down low, the reverse. Laurent the rebound. Nice job by Moore to steal it away. Mason on the far side of your screen. Carmuche directing traffic. They're just feeding the big guys. It's been August and Allison for the most part here today for Dillard. .248 left to play. Williams up top. Hawkins drives. Can't get it. Follows his miss, though. Extra possession for the Tigers. AJ hangs. Can't get it. He's been off today. Keyshawn Scott chases it down in the corner. Malik Laurent attacks. Third time's the charm for Champion on that possession. 84-60, and we've got a timeout. Just for some subs, so we'll keep it here. Cinque Harris from Detroit, Michigan checks into the ball game for the first time for Dillard. So the first signs of the benches starting to empty. Mason into the forecourt. Here's Harris on the right side. August to Allison. Allison blocked by Hawkins. Great defense by Braylon. Boy, Braylon, he's done all he can. So is Malik Laurent. Keyshawn Scott at times. Attacking is Williams. Blocked but fouled. And Williams, with 1:35 to go, took a hard foul, but he's up quickly. So the Tigers back on the road. They'll fall to 2-3 here at home. They'll wrap up the month of December and start the new year on the road before coming back home January 7th against Kansas Christian. I got to talk to the guys. I think that Kansas Christian game might be a region game. I think they might have expanded the Southwest region. So 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. Now a steal. Williams fouled again with 1:22 remaining. So 1-1 time for Williams and Champion. But some positives to come out of today. It's good to see Kyle Malone. Looks like he's going to live up to expectations. Keyshawn Scott with some nice passing for a big guy here today. Braylon Hawkins has been tested and tested and tested again, as has Malik Laurent down low. 3 ball by August. Offensive rebound, Allison. Dillard content to run some clock here. Mason to the big guy. Allison. Boy, if you like 1990s basketball, you've gotten a look at it here today for Dillard. Just get it in the paint, get it in the paint, get it in the paint, and let the big guys go to work as August volleyballs it in. 86-62, 40 seconds remaining. Braylon Hawkins attacks, and they're going to give him some free throws. Pad his stats a little bit with 38 seconds left to go. Hawkins 1 out of 2 again. August the rebound. He gets tied up, but they call the jump ball? They do call the jump ball. It belongs to Dillard. So one more shot here for the Blue Devils. As the Tigers trap, but Dillard content to run the clock. Try to get Harris into the books. Mason, shot clock is down to 6. They might not now. They're gonna let Harris do his thing. Try to get him in the books. He's stripped by A.J. Williams, and they'll let A.J. coast right in for the easy 2. So with 2.9, it'll be an inbound, and that will do it as Dillard has a successful weekend trip to Arkansas, winning both games and improving to 5-8 on the year, winning against Champion here today, 86-65. Blue Devils back on the road. Game number 5 of their 7-game road trip is on Monday at LSU Shreveport. It'll be at 7:30. Meanwhile, your Tigers are going on a long road trip again of their own. Next 6 on the road, starting on Tuesday at Ouachita. Our next home games. Enjoy the season. We'll talk to you again in the new year. Once again, your final. It's Dillard 86, Champion 65. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year.